everyone. My name is Tracy Murphy-Poxtis, and this is Good to Great in Under 8, the weekly show for motivated professionals who want to crack the code on how to create a more successful and fulfilling career. So when people talk about the characteristics of great leaders, guys, one of the things that almost always comes up is that great leaders really operate with emotional intelligence. And yet, despite all the work that's been done and shared on the topic of emotional intelligence, so many people still aren't really clear on what it is and how to demonstrate it. So in the next few shows, I'm going to really focus on this topic of emotional intelligence. Today, I'm going to talk more about what emotional intelligence really is, and then I'm going to share with you the 4 basic dimensions of it. And then in the next few shows, I'll talk more in depth about each of the dimensions and then share some tips to really help you elevate your own emotional intelligence game. So what is emotional intelligence? It's really all about the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and the emotions of other people around you. So to kind of break this down a bit further, having emotional intelligence really means being aware of and fully understanding your own thoughts and how your thoughts impact your own emotions and your behaviors. It also means really knowing and understanding what triggers you and how you react to those specific triggers. And it means really having a clear understanding of how your behaviors are impacting other people or how they're affecting other people. And then finally, and most importantly, having emotional intelligence is really about being able to shift how you're thinking and how you're behaving to better meet your own needs in terms of achieving your goals and really meeting the needs of other people at the same time. So I recently had a client who said to me that her boss was really dismissive of her and all of his other direct reports. And then he went on to say in a staff meeting that it told everybody in the staff meeting that he wished they would share more of their perspectives in those meetings. So, right, this is a great example of someone really not being aware of their own dismissive behavior, nor were they recognizing that that behavior is actually what was causing, right, everybody else to clam up and not share their perspectives. So according to psychologists Daniel Goleman and Travis Bradberry, there's actually 4 dimensions to emotional intelligence. The first is self-awareness. And again, this is all about knowing, but really deeply understanding yourself and knowing and understanding all those things that make you you, right? Your strengths, your weaknesses, what triggers you, and then understanding how you tend to respond and behave during all of those situations. And then the second dimension is about self-management. So it's building on self-awareness, right? It's being able to be not only aware, but to manage yourself during times of high anxiety or high stress, right? So the idea is once you're aware of something, it's not enough to just be aware, but you also have to be able to take action, right? And manage yourself in a positive way. So you can see that those first 2 dimensions are really more about us as individuals. So these dimensions are often referred to as the personal dimensions. Then the last 2 dimensions are actually a bit different. They're known more as the social dimensions because they're really tied or linked to our ability to manage relationships with other people. So the first dimension of the social side of things is all about social awareness. And this is about being able to accurately read other people, right? Being able to pick up on their emotions and their perspectives, and just really being able to internalize what's going on with them, even if you don't necessarily feel the same way. Right? And this comes from having a degree of empathy. It comes from having a deep understanding of other people and the ability to truly be present, right, in the moment so that you can really sense what's going on. And then that second dimension on the social side is referred to as relationship management. And this is all about the ability to leverage that social awareness and take action on it, right? So said another way, this really comes down to leveraging the awareness you have of other people so that you can influence and persuade them, or resolve conflict with them, or create change or organizational synergy. So as you can see, guys, we're just kind of touching the surface of this here, but there's really a lot to emotional intelligence. But I can honestly tell you that if you master this, or at least master it some of the time, you really will start having greater impact, better results, and greater success. So if you're not sure really where you stand on emotional intelligence, no worries. Reach out to me. Send me an email at tracy@tracymurphycoaching.com. There's a lot of tools and assessments that I use, and we can sort of figure out where you are on the emotional intelligence spectrum, and then take it one step further. So that's it for today, guys. Again, remember to tune in next week when we go a little bit deeper on those personal aspects of emotional intelligence.